Hello everybody, just thought I'd do a little bit of a video to introduce a few people, consider I'm going to do a bit of a new page into my world a little bit. That world is basically the beautiful countryside that I get to live in. I thought I'd start down the front of the property. I'll probably break these videos up into like little 5 or 10 minute segments. A lot to show. This is the road just out there, that's our front gate. Hopefully a lot of jobs to do down this way. We got a lot of water come through in the floods. Hello Ruby. That's my daughter's horse Ruby. Yeah, we had a lot of water kind of come through in the floods, so I've got a bit of machinery laying around, as you'll soon see. But this is just the front of our property. That's the big boss that had to come in and fix our driveway so we could get in and out. I'm on about 8.5 acres here. It's only a little block. Certainly not a farmer, but I like to consider myself trying to live the self-sustaining lifestyle. There's one of our resident buddies over there, probably eating things I don't want him to eat. He'll come and probably destroy my fruit trees later. But such is life. So yeah, a lot of this area through here got damaged during our recent floods in January. There was some in December, I think, and actually probably a couple in January, because a lot of the water comes through our property. Don't mind if I just push the camera into a bad spot. So this is one of our first dams, bit of a horseshoe kind of shaped dam, wraps around the corner there, and the water all comes in from the bush on that side. We are down in a little bit of a hollow, so a lot of water comes through this property. It all flows through here. Thus I've tried to actually incorporate some kind of drainage, but it certainly didn't keep up last time. We had actually 2 of them in, and it pulled both of them out. So such is life. We now know we need to go a little bit deeper and a little bit wider with the amount of volume of water that flows through. I'll add some videos from, not videos, pictures from when we actually did get flooded. Yeah, he's watching me. Right, so this is all stuff that got damaged. We used to have fencing all through here, but we're having to redo a lot of the fencing. All the fencing across here got damaged as well, but as I said, such is life. So I'm just walking down my driveway now. It's not exactly a long driveway, and it's a nice time of the day. The sun's starting to set. This is all just debris and stuff like that from the actual flood that I've got to burn off. Now I'm allowed to. I'll take it easy on that pile because it's a pretty hefty pile of crap. So now we're swinging into coming around the corner here. So this is the start of what I'd consider my garden. A lot of this stuff was already here when I got here. Nice little fig tree up there. I do want to plant a lot more trees down in that area over in there, but with the water that comes through, I'm not sure whether I should. But because there are some hills around, I might be able to get away with putting them on the banks. This is all fencing again, currently being repaired because of the same kind of issue. It was an old fence, so we had a lot of water come through my actual orchard, which we've never had before. It certainly didn't make the trees too happy, but actually took a few out. But such is life. Again, I love that saying. Good old Ned. Alright, so where I've walked from. Coming around, as I said, I'll just show you what we've kind of been working on at the moment, because I want to make a lot of these videos about the kind of things that I do on the farm. I call it a farm. As I said, I'm not a farmer. I consider myself just trying to survive, and the whole reason we come up here was a little bit of a self-sufficient kind of lifestyle. I've got about, I don't know, must be about 12 fruit trees in there. Definitely plant more each year. This is a lot of area that we've been cleaning up to redo this fence. So there's going to be garden bed kind of all along this area at some point, but we'll get to that point and show another video. There's my building shit pile. Today we put a couple of extra yuccas in. They were just ones that I had to cut off some trees inside that had grown through the actual roof, my wire roof. I'll show you that maybe in another video, but yeah, that's why they're also blonde up top, because they're all kind of wrapped up. So I actually cut them off and just planted them out here. I'm trying to match, starting a little bit of a garden bed there. It's just mainly succulents and a couple of cactuses, because that's going to hopefully match kind of the entryway on this side. So yuccas, same kind of cactuses, and I'll put a little bit of that what's it called, wormwood in over there at some point too, just to kind of like complement each side. Bit of a old garden bed going on up here. That's just one I kind of chuck a lot of cuttings and stuff like that into at times. I'll show you maybe a bit of the back of the property another time. So I've got more gardens kind of going on over there around the tanks. Mainly succulents out here because the wallabies like to eat them. Just flick around the corner here a little bit. The house is a very unique house. I'll show you in a second, but it is semi-underground. So this little, it might be a bit hard to see in the video. Again, apologise for not keeping everything in frame perfectly. But there's a little bit of a cutaway that goes into an area at the back there that has a little caravan in it, and it's actually the back entrance to our house. And we just put another yucca in up around what used to be the chook cage, or mainly where I breed young chooks, especially in that area. But might put quails or something like that in down the track and actually remove this fence so that it doesn't have to be a yard here, and I can just bring the garden in a little bit more. I'll just zoom out a little bit so get a bit of a better perspective of what I'm trying to show. There's some sheds up the back there. Old water tank. All these water tanks I put in when we bought the place. All this garden is basically what I've been doing for the last 15 odd years. And I'll just show you really quickly at the end of this video the area that all this kind of leads into. Again, a bit of a junk pile, but I'm trying to get there. So that's kind of what I'd consider our car park area. All that sand's for a job. We do have to lay some pavers and things like that in here, so I'm not sure if you actually noticed, but it goes uphill again that way. We're doing a bit of weeding today, but yeah, it goes uphill that way. There's basically my roof of the house is up there, so we kind of go in underneath. And again, I'll probably stop the video before showing too much of this garden, but to show you the entranceway a little bit. I wanted to kind of show it all in a bit of context, starting at the front of the property. So this is the dog area. There's a greenhouse and an area up the back there of more garden. I'll show you that in a second, which kind of joins onto the orchard. This is my entryway. I've got a bit of a passion fruit growing up through there. As I said, I'll show you, give you a better look at this kind of area of garden in another video. So I'll just kind of wander through. All this is kind of still a bit of a construction zone, but this is basically the house as it sits. So if you actually have a look over in that corner where that roof comes down, that's about ground level there. This is what we call our alfresco area, just in this area here. There's some really good projects going on in here. I'll just open the door and show you quickly. So a bit of a bar area. This is all going to be a bit of a bottle wall. Don't mind the mess. Obviously, I'm halfway building this. I'm going to be doing a lot of work on this tomorrow, so hopefully I can incorporate some photos into this video a little bit later when I'm editing it. This is going to be a waterfall kind of coming through here. The main house goes in through there. I'll just poke through the window. I'll show you this another time. But if you have a look where those little two light sources are right up the back there, that doesn't quite look like a reflection. That's the ground level. So the roof is exposed. This is all new area going on in here. Oh, and my artwork. But again, I'll show some photos attached just to give you a bit of an idea what that all looks like. But it is projects that I'll be doing, hopefully a few more videos of and all that kind of stuff. Nice little Hoya plant growing up there that I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to let it grow over the fascia of the house a little bit. But I figure while I can get up there and prune it, it's all good. A bit of a stairway going up to our pool table area. Again, just full of junk at the moment. Building supplies and all that kind of stuff. Right, so I'll just wander through this way. This is what I consider kids' cubby hut that I never finished. But now it's become a bit of a storage area for pool stuff. Because, yes, there's a pool. I won't show you that. It's filthy. I've got to give it a good clean. But yeah, the gardens extend out here and into this area here, which I'm hoping out of those wicking beds to do a couple of nice, there's a goose, a couple of nice wicking beds there, and come into a bit of more garden beds that I've just been kind of working on over the last couple of years. I'm not too crazy out here because summer melts things out here. This area at the back here is our chook area. We've only got 4 chooks at the moment. I don't want to go too crazy. I've had up to 15 here at times, and it's just a little bit too much work. This is a nice like little rotunda area. What we're planning to do there is put the bottle tree in, that's sitting right there. So that will go into that point. This is normally my herb garden, a bit bare at the moment because I actually moved a lot of my herbs over to a different part of the garden just to spread them out a little bit. So I'll come down here. Hello, Goose Goose. That's Dizgig, our goose. That's Gregory, our duck. We're kind of letting them meet each other a little bit at the moment, more through the fence, because Gregory's an ex-school duck that needed a place to live. The chooks are from a friend that also was moving and needed a place to live. And this gig there, she's my daughter's. She's a very special animal to us, even though she doesn't like me too much. She's a beautiful animal. That's our doggy yard that I showed you from the other side. I've got a couple more fruit trees out here. This will one day be my greenhouse, but the goose is living in there at the moment. This is just rootstock basically of passion fruit, yellow or banana passion fruit I think they call them. I just call it rootstock, but that's kind of growing up there at the moment. There is actually a passion fruit in there somewhere that I can maybe clip back and salvage. This area is a bit of a dog's breakfast area at the moment because again the floods kind of come through a little bit, through that kind of area down into that corner that I was showing you before where the new fencing's been put in. But this is where I normally grow potatoes and things like that. I just haven't had time to really catch up this year. A few more weaking beds that are going in hopefully for spring, and this is our goat area. I'll introduce you to the goats maybe quickly if I can just pop over this way and I'll show you rather than having to walk through if they're there. Oh, there's one, she's running away. That's Haley goat, and we've got a couple little mini goats as well. Hazel and Pistachio, I think they're called. I kind of don't always keep up with animal names. But yeah, this is basically the extent of my garden. There's fruit trees and that going on out there as well. I'm going to dig a nice little pond for the duck and the goose to kind of maybe swim in together. I think that's pretty much what I was going to show in the first video. I do like to grow a bit of summer kind of veggies. Chilies, not doing that brilliantly, but I'm mainly just collecting some seed for next year. And yeah, this is basically my life. And I can't say it's a bad one. Alright. Hopefully that wasn't too long and it just gives you a bit of a that's my what would you call it, more fernery kind of area. That will be the front door in the end. But yeah, hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea of my property, and I hope to show a few more videos as we go of a lot of work's getting done at the moment, so give you a bit of a tour through the house and things like that at another stage. We are completely off the grid here, well, I shouldn't say completely self-sufficient, but certainly trying to work towards as much self-sufficiency as possible. Never was a gardener for about 40 years of my life, and then I moved here and become a bit of I wouldn't say an obsession, but I really do like having a nice garden, and I can appreciate, after seeing all this bear 12, 15 years later, what I've managed to hopefully turn it into. But yeah, there you go. That's my property, and I'll see you for another video again soon.